it used to be that if you had a cool AV setup in your house, you'd want to show it off. So people would come over and you had a big stack of AV equipment and you'd have speakers and displays and things you want to show off. But nowadays, people want to have those solutions in their home, but they don't want to see it. So the way that we have our TVs and speakers and things have changed to try to meet more of that modern, aesthetics has become a lot more important. So the TVs have changed, the speakers have changed, the way we put them in our home has changed. So people want to have the solution and they don't want to see it. So today we're going to talk about what are some different ways you can have a TV or an audio system or something nice for TV and movie watching in your home or even in your living room without having to have all that equipment visible, how to make those things blend into your home's nice design. So first of all, we'll talk about different ways to hide the TV. My most favorite one is what you see behind me, the Samsung Frame TV. This is my living room, and obviously I have one here, and we love it. It's really popular nowadays because everybody likes having the TV, but they don't necessarily want it to look like a TV when it's off. So as you can see, when I turn my TV off, it just shows artwork or pictures of my kids or whatever I want on the screen. There's a big selection of artwork you can pick from, and you can use family photos, obviously. But it's really nice because it even adjusts the brightness of the TV to mimic the brightness of the room. So, like if I turn the lights down, the picture is going to go, dimmer, and it makes it blend in a little bit more and mimic what real artwork would look like on the wall. So it's pretty cool. It's also just a really nice 4K TV. And as you can see, there's also an actual frame to look like a picture frame around it. You can get different colors and woods and metals and things, and even like more ornate, options for different frames for the frame TV. So that one is something we sell a lot of. Most people nowadays, I see these a lot in people's living rooms, and they absolutely love it. Second option is you can get a motorized lift for your TV. So you don't even see the TV when you're not using it. It can come out of the floor or out of a piece of furniture, out of the ceiling. You can hide the TV completely, even with a sound bar attached if you want to have better sound, and you don't even see it. So you can actually have a big piece of artwork on the wall or something like that, and you push a button and the TV comes up out of the lift, and now you're watching TV, and it's a great option too. The third is retractable art. So you can also get a specialty frame where it's actually a piece of artwork on the wall, like in a situation like this. And when you turn the TV on, the artwork actually rolls up into the frame, and then you have the TV behind it. So you can completely hide the TV if you want to behind a real piece of art. And it looks really cool. And it's kind of a neat thing to, people don't even know there's a TV there, and you push the button and the art disappears. So that's pretty neat too. The last option we've done some of is a mirror TV. So people have seen these a lot, like in smaller form factors and like nice hotels and things where there's a TV hidden, built into the mirror. We do those a lot in bathrooms, but you can also do larger ones in a living space where we've done 55 and 65-inch TVs with a nice, frame around it that it just looks exactly, it is a mirror when it's off, but then you turn the TV on and it changes into a TV. It's really, really cool. It's not the greatest for rooms with a whole lot of natural light if you want to watch it in the middle of the day, but we've done them in people's bedrooms where they're watching it at night, the blinds are closed and the shades are down anyway, and it's a really great option to have a TV without having to have a TV in the room on the wall. So those are some ways you can hide your TV. In terms of speakers, people want to have better sound for TV and movies and music and things like that, but they don't want to see a bunch of speakers and have to clutter up their bookshelves with a bunch of boxy speakers either. So there's some other ways you can hide the speakers too. One of them is what I have here is a custom width and painted sound bar. So you can get this, you can get it painted in the same color as your walls. So you can actually, when we order it, we tell them, hey, this is Sherwin-Williams paint code, whatever the code is, and they'll paint it at the factory that exact color so it'll blend in on whatever the wall surface is that's behind it. So that's really cool. It kind of makes it disappear a little bit more. And then also you can get it custom width. I didn't do that here, but some people like having the nice clean lines of the soundbar and the TV matching up. So you can actually even order it to be the exact same width, and they'll make it that width at the factory, and then kind of gives you that nice look. So that's one option. You can also have, these are hard to show because they're literally invisible, but there are invisible speakers is what they're called. This company, Stealth Acoustics, makes them. They sound amazing, but it's a flat surface, and it's drywalled and painted into the drywall, and you don't even see it at all completely once it's installed. But those can be put in any drywall surface in a wall or in a ceiling. So they're really, really popular, especially in like a kitchen where you have a lot of lights and things going on. It's a more aesthetically, pleasing area where looks are more important. People want to have music, but they don't want to see it. So you can do invisible speakers in the ceiling or on the wall, and you literally don't even see it. But even if you want surround sound, we've had clients who have done full surround sound on walls and ceilings and stuff. You walk in the room, it's a nicely decorated, beautiful living room. You don't see a single speaker. You just see a TV on the wall, and they turn it on, and it's like boom, like you can hear the movie experience in your living room without even seeing a single speaker. So that's a really cool feature if you want to have the sound, but you don't want to see it at all. Like I said, I would show you if I could, but it's hard to you really don't see them. They're awesome. Another option in a surround sound setup is usually you have your front speakers or sound bar, you have some rear speakers in a wall or ceiling or something like that, and then you have a subwoofer. And the subwoofer is usually a big boxy thing you put in a corner somewhere, and it's what's going to make all that bass, that oomph, when there's a boom in an action film or the low end and nice music, it kind of rounds out the sound and makes it sound excellent. But the subwoofer is a big box usually, and you have to tuck it in a corner. And in today's modern open concept homes, sometimes there aren't corners to put it in. So there are a few ways you can get rid of that thing or hide it. One is you can just get a typical subwoofer like that and put it in built-ins. If you have cabinets next to the fireplace with doors, you can hide it in there. And there are ways to do it, with rubber feet and stuff, so it won't rattle anything. And the subwoofer is actually an omnidirectional speaker, so as long as it's in the room, you're still going to get the impact and the sound from it, even if it's in a cabinet like that. The other option is you can actually do an in-wall subwoofer where you just see the speaker grill on the wall and it's completely recessed into the wall, so you can still have the sound. You don't have to see it at all, and that's what I have here in my living room. The third option is a vent style subwoofer where the sub is above a ceiling or on the other side of a wall in an unfinished space or something like that. And all you see is what looks like a small air vent basically on the wall or ceiling. You could even do it on side of a cabinet or something. So you can completely hide the sub and not see it at all. And it pipes the sound out of that vent. Sounds amazing. And still, in terms of looks, you really don't notice it. So as you can see, there are several options for hiding or blending in your technology in your living space if you want to. And as design has become more and more important nowadays, that's obviously a really big priority for people. So I hope this was helpful, just showing you a few ways that you could do that.